Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge T58, here to give you, the usual, some of the Chelsea news that we've got. Here we go. So, I want to start off, obviously, the major news, which you can see probably from the thumbnail, and that is that Chelsea are strongly considering making an offer for Ivan Toney in the January market, apparently now. So, obviously, the last week or so we've been hearing stuff in regards to Ivan Toney that, the club are, a bit, mixed on Ivan Toney. They're not sure on whether or not they're going to make a bid for him or not. Obviously, we know there's been rumours of the fact that he may prefer a move now to Arsenal over Chelsea Football Club as well. So there's obviously been some sort of a factor there as well, to be honest, too. And obviously, this news now from Football London, in regards to the Ivan Toney news, makes me think, the next 9 games that we have until the January window is going to be very key to see, whether or not, we bring in a striker in January and we go for Ivan Toney. What I mean by that is that obviously, as we know, Nkunku should be apparently fit and available on the bench for us against Newcastle on Saturday. So we should probably be seeing something in regards to Nkunku in that period of time. So that's one part in general. The other thing that I think we need to also see is that over that 9 games that Nkunku hopefully will remain for in the Premier League plus the Carabao Cup. With the way Newcastle are currently, we should be able to beat them in the Carabao Cup. Excuse me. In doing so, then I think you've got a very good chance there of really getting analysis to see can Nkunku hold the fort maybe until the end of the season. And then, if you are looking to also going in for someone like a Victor Osimhen, you may prefer, and that's the guy that you really want, you can then at least try and see, if a bid's going to be available to work in the summer for you, and it'll probably be a bit of a better time to be negotiating something like that in the summer as well. So obviously, there's a clear factor that's going on in regards to there as well in regards to that situation. So we'll see what happens there. But for me, as I said before, those 9 games, if Nkunku is able to hold on the fort and Jackson is able to start getting some goals going within that 9-game period of time, I personally am of the belief you probably are going to wait until the summer window to be able to bring in a striker that's going to be able to do that job for you as well. Now, whether or not I have high hopes of Jackson doing that, I'm currently mixed. I think for me the thing is, you're hoping essentially, in my personal opinion, that when Nkunku comes back, you're going to have someone that's a bit more, a mature player that's going to be able to help you maybe in your style of play of like trying to break down the low blocks, which we've seen has been really our major kryptonite, more so than anything, because you've seen against the teams that play maybe out from the back, bit of that highland football, bit more progressive football, we're able to do quite well against them. It's just when it comes to low blocks FC, we're just getting killed. So maybe with Nkunku coming back now, you're expecting some sort of situational change where you're like, Nkunku's back, we're going to be seeing some nice little hoops there and everything like that. And then you never know, man. Maybe he's going to be able to provide that oomph that we've not had previously. So obviously, we yet to see whether or not that will happen. But hey, man, it is what it is. So that's just my point of view in regards to that. Now, in regards to some other news, obviously, we know that apparently the club are looking for a CB. Apparently, so as you guys know, Chelsea is looking for a centre back now in 2024. So that probably means either in the January window or in the summer window we're going for a centre back. Now it seems to me more and more likely that's something they're probably looking at in the centre back market. There's been, like I've been seeing now on Twitter previously, there's been a lot of rumours now that about Mark Guehi, obviously the Crystal Palace centre back that used to play for Chelsea from his ex-Covent guy as well. Is the guy that apparently seem to be having quite a bit of discussion with. If you read the Dargo stuff, by the way, that's something that he's been speaking on, and obviously some of the other stuff as well. Some other stuff that people have been seeming to have like little thoughts and feelings upon. So it does seem that Marga might be the centre back we might be bringing in. Obviously, we've heard about Diomande, Yoro. I think there's another one that I'm forgetting myself, but there's clearly some other centre backs that we're looking at. But it seems that Guehi might be one of the main ones that we might be trying to go out for. Now, to be honest, I think a question on that one is, obviously we know the relationship with Crystal Palace isn't that great, considering what happened with Michael Elise and the fact that he wasn't able to come and play for us at all. So there's clearly something there to be spoken about as well. Whether or not we are going to be able to make a good deal for Guehi is another thing entirely. Maybe Crystal Palace feeling a bit pissed off and they might play a bit of hardball similar to like how the way Brighton have, and of course Inter Milan have been doing with us, which hopefully we'll never deal with those guys again if it comes down to it. So again, for me, we'll see what happens there. Do I want Guehi? I think Guehi is a good defender. Do I think he's going to be able to reach that top level? I'm a bit mixed on that one, personally, to be honest. I think he's a decent defender. I'm just not sure that's the guy that I would be looking at. I think Diamande, someone that clearly has a higher ceiling. I'll also say Yoro as well as another one that has a higher ceiling, I would say. I think with Guehi, I think he's someone that's getting to his peak. But the question I always have is that peak going to be, world class? Or is it just going to be just a little bit lower? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that you have to think about whenever we're trying to speak about someone like him as well. So it's a bit interesting to see what will happen there. So it is what it is, man. But I think that's really the centre back market. In regards to any other news that I'm kind of thinking about as well, not that much really. I think obviously Moscardo from Moscardo is one of the guys that you're going for, as you guys know, and he's obviously centre mid, like an 8, if I'm not mistaken, or 6 or something like that. Apparently, that one seems to be getting quite close to being done for around about, I think, 20 to 25 million. So that probably is going to happen too. That's someone probably going to be bringing in January. But that's pretty much all of the news right now in regards to Chelsea. Obviously, still got the investigation that's currently going on against us currently, but there's nothing that major going on as well in regards to it. You got a new chief financial officer as well. It's not like he's gonna change the world and not having a chief financial officer, but hey ho, we move. And finally, in regards to content, tomorrow I hope to do Touchwood towards late in the evening, around about 8, 9, 10ish. My first FM playthrough. It's been taking a bit of a while for me. Technical issues. Been a bit busy, obviously, with my personal life as well and work. So it's been a bit busy for me personally. So that's why you haven't been getting as much content over the weekend, sadly. But the content's going to be continuing to gear up now. Luckily, there's no international break. So barring like the 1 week winter break, you're going to be having a lot of content coming up. Get ready to enjoy that 110% as well. But hey guys, that's the video as usual. Please make sure again to like, share, subscribe. Still 10 away from 1k. Please make sure to get me there. I've been your host, the Most Bridge 258. Dedicate your hearts, and as always, please make sure to stay blue. Thank you very much.